welcome back to the madness. It is Monday. Oh, what a weekend, So Friday, I don't know if I told you guys, I joined Weight Watchers. Yay. Oh my God, oh yeah, because I was talking about how I've already changed, just in my lunch, that I changed what I eat. So I guess it's a mindset of, well, you're paying for something because it's $30 a month, which isn't bad, really. $1 a day, okay. But because you're paying for it, you want to be honest so it actually works, and then you actually look at your plate and say, wait a minute, I don't need all of this. For instance, macaroni and cheese. Me and her are like homegirls. Yeah, I love me some macaroni and cheese. But last night I had to step back and say, okay, fat girl's not listening. We're not listening to fat girl, I mean. I got a story too about that. I thought it was hilarious. So I had to step back and say, okay, oh, sorry, that was probably loud. I'm excited, so I clap my hands sometimes. I really try not to do it, but I'm sorry. Oh, I gotta get in the next lane. So I started making my plate, and I'm like, because I'm weighing everything now. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just see what 3 ounces of macaroni and cheese look like. I did 2 ounces. I was like, oh, hell no. It's not even worth putting macaroni and cheese in my mouth. Just to get that. No, it wouldn't be satisfying. So I'm like, okay, let's do 3. And I think, now, don't quote me. I'm just trying to think of what it was, because I can't look because I'm recording on what I do my Weight Watchers on. I want to say 3 ounces was either 4, it was probably 7 points. I was like, I can live with that. Because I didn't eat breakfast or lunch, because I'll get into that. Okay, I got a lot to tell you. I got a lot to tell you. So I sat back and looked at it. I was probably eating like 8 ounces of macaroni and cheese. But 3 was very satisfying. Then I had a steak. So I weighed the steak first. Then I ate what I was going to eat off of the steak. And then I weighed what was remaining, and I subtract that. I was quite shocked. I only ate 3 ounces of steak. But oh my God, that 3 ounces was like so filling. And then I had corn on the cob. So my whole dinner was something like 15 points. I was like, holy shit, I can do this. I was just scared that I couldn't do it. And with this, you track the food that you're eating. I can't do all the thing that Stitcherista did, where you get the meal, you order the food, because I'm allergic to chocolate and onions. Well, all of their sorry, a little froggy there. Most of their bars and shakes and stuff like that have chocolate in it. So I can't have those. I don't eat anything that a rabbit eats, basically, except for carrots. And all the other stuff, there's always onion powder or onion salts or dried onions. So I can't do any of that. So I can never do one of those plans. So I was watching Bobby. Oh God. Pumpkin Prim something. I don't remember channel names. I remember people's names. Her name is Bobby. I have her linked below. So I know, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to have to check that now. But I'm pretty sure she's linked below. But anyways, Bobby was doing Activita or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. Once again, bad with names. And she did it for a month, and she lost like 17 pounds. And I'm like, of course she did, because it's all prepped food, And, you're on this strict thing where you eat every 3 hours. And yeah, I can't do that. Well, then she decided that she's done Weight Watchers before, so she's going to do Weight Watchers now. And oh my God, if I could just give this lady a big old hug, because she started showing like her dinner or her breakfast, and I was laying in bed watching him, and John was in bed with me too, but he was facing the wall, and I'm like, John, look at this. I paused it. He's like, what? And I'm like, look at this. He goes, wow, that looks like a good dinner. I'm like, yeah, doesn't it? I said, that's how we eat. He's like, yeah. He's like, what is your point, Beck? And I'm like, you can track this meal on Weight Watchers. And he's like, okay. I'm like, you don't understand. I said, okay, I'm going to push play. You can listen to it. And he's like, oh, this is very interesting. I said, okay, I'll just start it from the beginning. And he watched the whole thing from the beginning, which he watches Floss Tube and all that with me sometimes. The other day I was watching Pam and Steph, and he walked through and he sat down and he goes, I really like this one. I like these two ladies. I'm like, I know you do. Oh my God. He cracks me up though, So I was like, laying there talking to him. I think this was Thursday night. And I said, I think I'm going to join. He's like, okay, do it. And so that morning I joined, and Friday morning, started doing it. So I'm super excited because it actually works for me, not works. Well, yeah, it does work for me. But I love the scanner. I'm just scanning all my food, and then like with the steak, I'm like, how the hell do I figure out this? Well, they had a whole bunch of restaurant names on it. And so what I did is there was an option, uncooked bone-in ribeye. Well, that's what I had. And I'm like, okay. And so then I just went and added what we seasoned it with, which was Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper, and garlic. We don't do any rubs, or sometimes we'll do the marinade, which the marinade I can scan, but I could do the bone-in, whatever. So, okay, I'm almost at work. When I get out, I'll start telling you Friday. And I'll start with Friday night, the story about Becca, because it cracked me up so bad. So funny. It was so funny. So, okay, guys. Okay, so Friday night, now Becca isn't joined to Weight Watchers, but she's watching what she's eating. She's drinking more water, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, it's clear. How the hell did we get that lucky? Oh, my ear is killing me. I feel like there's something stuck in it again. Which I have the little camera thing. When I get home, I'm gonna look and see what's wrong with my freaking ear. So Friday night, John frustrates me. It's like every time he hears that he lost since, I forgot when. I forgot how long it's been. But he lost 25 pounds so far. And it's like he hears the good news, and then he self-sabotages. He went out and bought 2 liters of Coke, and it's like, really? Are you kidding me? So Friday, Becca comes to me and she's like, do you mind if I have a glass of pop? And I'm like, I'm not your mother. She goes, what? I'm adopted? I didn't even get to say, no, that's not what I meant. I meant, I'm not your keeper. She runs to John and she's like, I'm adopted? You never told me I was adopted. And John's like, what? And she just left the room laughing, which I thought was hilarious. And I said, get your ass back in here. I said, I am your mother. I'm just not your keeper. I said, if you want pop, ask your father. You can have some of his pop, But I thought it was freaking hilarious. I'm adopted. I knew it. Oh my gosh. So that was Friday night. I just basically stitched. And then Saturday, oh my gosh, Saturday, yes. I woke up and, I think it was like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, first thing I'm doing, I'm going in the back room and I am getting all of my, excuse me. It's basically magical stitches, because all my other groups, I'm up to date. There's no yearly, monthly. It's all in the moment. But with magical stitches, you have yearly, monthlies. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting these all up to date, which I'm glad I did, because I didn't realize that I finished in the yearly, in the Headmistress Challenge, you have to do, I think it's 29,000 stitches for one book, 34,000 stitches for another book. And I didn't know that I already completed another book. So that was kind of frustrating, because I had to, it's a good thing. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I am very yawny for some reason. Good thing I keep really good records, because I was able to, so, okay, each day I write down in my calendar what I stitched, and I only do for magical stitches. I was doing it for all, but I'm like, I'm just gonna do it for magical stitches, because like I said, the other groups are in the moment. So I don't need to keep good records, because you can't pass unless you do that. So you know what I mean? So I write down how many stitches on what project on what day. And then every so often, which now it's going to be once a week, I go and get my log for the Headmistress, and I write down what day, what project, what event, or, you know, homework, cabin, whatever, and how many stitches. So what I had to do was go back and look, like on June 12th, so many books, so little time, I did 214 stitches. I needed to go capture that picture to end that book, if that makes sense. So I don't know why she keeps going off. It's like, I know where I'm going right now. I don't know why you're freaking out to tell me to go somewhere else. So that took 2.5 hours, but it's all up to date now, and I figure every Monday I have to do my counts anyways for my floss tube, so then I'll just write it down in the Headmistress one too. So I won't have to be searching for pictures anymore, because that was a pain in the butt. And then I'll know, oh, well, I'm getting close to, like when I'm within 1,000 stitches, then I'll do it each day until that book is complete, if that makes sense. So, then Becca woke up and we did a little cleaning. I mean, we cleaned that Tuesday, so there wasn't a lot to do. It was just, you know, of course every day you have dishes, so there was dishes, and of course there was laundry, because we only do laundry basically on the weekends. Then I'm like, hey, how about if we just go to the store? And she's like, okay. So we went to Sam's Club, because we're desperately, we need water. Where is all the freaking water? It's making me mad. Sam's Club was sold out. Kroger's was sold out. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and call the Culligan man and have the Culligan man deliver water. That way I know, I think it's every 2 weeks they said they come to Michigan. Because I think they're based in Ohio, if I read that right. But I talked to the lady once, and she's like, yep, every 2 weeks we're out in your area. I'm like, okay, that works. So, and it was reasonable. It's just, at the beginning, I forgot how much the deposit is on the bottles. But you have to pay the deposit first, and then the water's only like $5 a gallon. Well, or no, I think it was $6.50 a gallon. But at Kroger's it's $5, and at Sam's Club, I want to say it was $5.50. So, and it's delivered to your front door. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And I think she said that there's no delivery charge. I have to really look into it, though. But even if it is a little delivery charge, I don't care, because those things are heavy. So to have it just be on the front porch, yes, please. You just have to move it into the back room. Yeah. We each grab one and go. Because I think I'm going to do 3 bottles every 2 weeks. I think that'll work. Yeah, so Saturday, that's what we did. And then I think we did leftovers that night. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we did leftovers that night. And oh shoot, I just passed it. I'm just talking away and passed it, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Yeah. Okay, so let's go up here. Yeah, and then I just stitched Saturday night, and then yesterday, I woke up and I started stitching, and oh yeah, the night before, oh yeah, that's right. So, I was talking to Jonathan, and for some reason I got that mom gut feeling that I should ask him, you know, how is he doing on food and stuff, and he's like, oh, I got some hamburger in the fridge. I'm like, what? I said, that's all you have? He's like, yeah. So I went through. Now we already were getting close to having to go restock. Okay, let me finish telling when I get out of here. Yeah, so we already had planned, we were thinking like Monday or Tuesday, like today or tomorrow, going to my package better. I just got a notice saying that my package will be here by 9:15. Bless me. I don't know what's up with Amazon, but with my medical supplies, they've been not arriving on time. It's making me mad. So it says it will be here by 9:15, between 5:19 and 9:15. Okay. Oh no. This is where I grew up, my elementary years. Well, we moved here, moved away, moved back here. We were here from kindergarten to 2nd grade, and then 4th to 6th grade. We lived on the same street both times, just down the road. Yeah. So, but this was my favorite part, because, okay, I lived 2 streets that way. But this hill up here was our favorite. Now, and it's not going to look like much because we're in the car, but this hill, and I'm supposed to turn here. I'll go down this hill. Do you see the hill? We used to ride our bikes down here, and it was so much fun. And like right here was the scariest part, because you had to do this on your bike. I don't know. It was kind of fun to do it in the car too. And then you go all throughout there. And then my brother, that's the Clayton River over there. My brother got caught fishing over there, And ooh, my dad whipped his ass. Because that was the one rule, you stay away from the Clinton River. Because I guess back then it was really a fast current and kids had died in it. So, yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. So, anyways, just a little memory. I saw the street and it was like memories. And I just passed it again. It was the corner house. So let's go here and hopefully the person who's behind me, this isn't your house. She'll be like, why are you pulling into my driveway? Oh shit. I know, I saw it. Stop going off. Okay, so whew. So he says he just has a hamburger in his freezer, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. So I started pulling things, and John's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm getting a box ready for Jonathan. And so then he saw me go in the freezer. He goes, frozen food too? And I'm like, well, yeah, why not? And so I got him these 2 big boxes and a grocery bag full of like sides, macaroni and cheese and all that fun stuff. And I'm like, Johnny, will you take this over to him? He's like, yeah. I said, so that leaves us about 4 days worth of meals in the freezer, which was funny because we had like 1 hamburger meat, pork chops. I can't think of what else. My brain just, maybe, oh, it was 3 packs of pork chops. That's right. 3 packs of pork chops and a hamburger. And I told him, he goes, well, we were planning on going to, it's called Cattleman's. He's like, we were planning on going to Cattleman's anyways. So, he goes, why don't we just go tomorrow? And I'm like, you know, that'll work. Because I'm off work, you know. And so, yesterday morning, I wake up and I didn't know he was home. I thought he was at work. And I'm stitching. He comes out of the back room and scares the living crap out of me. I'm like, I didn't know you were here. And he's like, yeah. He said, I only had 3 deliveries. I'm like, oh, okay. So then, he's like, he goes, so I said, oh, are you hungry? He's like, no, I just had 2 bananas. And I'm like, oh, crap. He's like, why? I said, well, there's biscuits in there that has to be made. And I was thinking we could have, like, scrambled eggs and biscuits. He's like, well, I can make it for you. I'm like, no, that's fine. You know, he's like, well, let me lay down for a little bit. And when I wake up, you know, then I'll make us breakfast. I'm like, that's fine. So he wakes up, but he doesn't even, he was in there for like maybe a half an hour. And he comes out, scares the hell out of me again because I'm cross-stitching and listening to a book. And all of a sudden he's right there. And I'm like, God dang, I thought you were laying down. And he's like, no, they called me. I have another one. I'm like, okay. He's like, so I figured we'll just go in and do that delivery and then we'll go to Cattleman's. I said, try again. I said, I have to take a shower and I wanted to get 200 stitches in so I could get the next freaking, well, I was hoping to solve the riddle, but apparently I really suck at riddles. So I said, you go do that and then you come back and then we'll go to Cattleman's, which he was grumpy about that. But anyways, so by the time he got back, I had taken a shower. I asked Becca, hey, you want to go with us? Because she's never been there. And I didn't know what to expect whatsoever. I knew it was a meat market. I didn't know it was a supermarket with the meat market in it. So I'm going to go run and do this delivery. And then I'll come back and finish my story. Oh my God, I do not know what's wrong with me today. I'm like out of it. It's one of those out of it days. I went to the wrong house. I put the wrong numbers in the GPS. And it's not like I did a dyslexia thing where, you know how I switched the numbers? Oh no. I was supposed to go to 164. No, I was supposed to go to 174, and I went to 165. How the hell does that happen? Anyways, okay. So, we get to Cattleman's, and I don't know what, All I know is my son said it's really good meats, and I know there's one in Detroit that years ago my husband would go clean, and he always told me how good their meats looked, and because he couldn't buy it because he was in there after hours. He cleaned the offices and mopped the floors in the storefront, whatever, so he could see the meat, but he couldn't purchase the meat. He's like, oh, they always have such good prices. So when one was coming on our side of town, John's like, we really got to try them. Well, they've been open for a year. We haven't gotten over there. And I think it was like 3 months ago, Jonathan said that he went to Cattleman's, and oh my God, the food is so good. I don't know. Sorry, guys. It's like memory lane being here. Oh, you're going to come. We're coming up on the elementary school that I went to 2 different times.
200 feet, turn right.
Now all you see is the playground. And, okay, can you guys see? Oh, shoot, that was a pothole. So, all they have left is the playground, which they, fixed it. And that's the gym. The rest of the school is gone. And that playground wasn't even there. That was like the school. The playground was over there, which they still have the same swing sets and the pull-up bars. But they got rid of the jungle gym. Not the monkey bars. The jungle gym. What are monkey bars? I think that's what those are back there. Anyways, memory lane, guys. Memory lane! But yeah, the first time I came down here, 10 years after I've seen it, and the school was taken down and a playground was put in there, and then it was like, that's the gym. All they left was the gym. Why would they leave the gym? It was so confusing to me. So, okay, anyways. So we get to Cattleman's, and it's a regular grocery store. But where the back room would be for a grocery store? There's a sliding glass door. And you walk in to... Now, it wasn't a freezer, and it wasn't refrigerated. It was in between there. It was so cold in there. I get cold very easily. And I walked in, I'm like, holy shit. I said, I need my jacket. Of course, we were in John's car because I keep jackets in here. Because, okay, where am I going? Okay, keep going. When we go to a restaurant, I will come out and grab my jacket. Because, the restaurants are kept so cold during the summer, I don't like to eat and be cold. So we weren't in my car, so of course I couldn't run out and get a jacket. So, oh my God, they had such great deals on meat. And then certain meats were more expensive than you would pay at the grocery store, but you could tell the quality was there, so it was like, you know what? I'll pay a little bit more for quality, So, the one thing though, they had these pork packages. You got this pork roast, and it's the normal size pork roast on it. Yeah, pork roast, not pork loin. It was a good one. It would feed us and have leftovers. It's a good size to put in the crock pot. Then you got 8 country ribs, And then we got 4 meals, so 4 times 4 is 24. Or was it 12? Do we get 3 meals? No, it wouldn't be 4. It would be 4 times 3. Which is... God, I'm so bad with math, especially being put on the spot. Or was it 4 times... Yeah, 4 times 3 is 12. Dumbass. Oh my God. My brain. So, and then you got 12 pork chops. And I want to say there was something else in there. Maybe that was it. But each bundle was like anywhere from $27 to $31, depending on the weight. I was like, holy crap. That's a lot of pork for that price. So we got 2 of those. Well worth it. So we spent $300 and we got 36 meals, I think we came up with. 275 is what I'm looking for. 275. I gotta concentrate because I don't want to pass it. Oh, it's right there. I have a feeling that I've been here before and it went fast. So, okay, hold on a second. I'll be right back. That was a nice one. Lady almost started crying. Chewy.com sent her flowers because her dog died. She almost got me crying. I don't know if you guys can hear my voice. I'm a little... yeah. So... I didn't think that was bad. 36 meals for it was $325. But I'm saying 300 because I bought like jalapenos. We bought some other stuff. So it probably wasn't even $300. Because the jalapenos and I can never say what those peppers are. The one that I put in the roast, peppercini or something like that. Those were 2 for $7. John's peaches were like $3. Corn was $5. And then we got spices, which that added up to $12. So I'm not doing the math, but you know what I mean? So, and that's just meals. We're not talking about the leftovers we're going to have from the meals, because the country ribs will be 2 meals. Well, 4 meals, because we had got 2 meals out of it, and then we'll have leftover 2 meals. The roast, we'll get 2 meals out of that, so that's actually 4 meals. Yeah, so for the next 2 months, we won't have to buy groceries. All we'll have to buy is John's salad stuff, stuff to make lunches, and milk and butter. Oh, in about a month we'll have to... Okay, what are you doing, dude? Oh. In about a month we'll have to go buy sides. But that's Walmart. I get the $1 box pastas and the $1 pouch mashed potatoes. Of course, the macaroni and cheese is always a little bit more, but I'll pay for macaroni and cheese. My God, this vlog is all about food because we did all the shopping. So that's, and you know, then I explained about the Weight Watchers, which I'm only going to step on the scale on Sunday mornings. So, and I didn't step on it yesterday because I didn't want to get deflated. No, not deflated. I didn't want to be disappointed. I don't know what word I'm looking for. It's in my brain, but I can't find it right now. I feel like, no, yes, I can go there because I was coming from there. I hate that little section right there. discouraged. That's the word I was looking for. I don't want to get discouraged if like I gained a pound while I was trying to get, my life back on track. So really in my mind, it starts today. Over the weekend, I got to play with it, which I was very shocked that every single day I had points left over. I was very proud of myself on that one. So, and like I was saying, yesterday, I had like 15 points left over because I didn't eat breakfast or lunch. So, instead I had a kind of a later night snack, not a late night snack, but a little later, because I try not to eat after 8 o'clock because I stay up till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So cutting off at 7 doesn't work for me because I don't go to bed at 11, which most people go to bed at 11, 12 o'clock. I don't remember the last time I was in bed before 12 o'clock. So I put mine to no eating after 8 o'clock. So, ow, my watch keeps pinching me for some reason. This is so stupid that I have to do this. I have to go around. Okay, I had to pass that busy interstate to go on this busy street to turn here to pass this busy street. I hate Mount Clemens. Okay. Yeah, so, and then after we got home and 46, because I told them, I said, listen, we're all shopping together and we are all going to, I need an address. That's the first time I've ever seen an address like that. This house over here, can you see it? Here, let me back up. Oh, I can't. Someone's coming. Well, it's one of those houses that, like, there's two. Okay, now I can back up. Okay, did I back up far enough? Okay, can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, that house right there. See how there's an upper and a lower? That's what I was trying to say. So the address is 37 and 37.5. I think that is hilarious. Where are we looking for? 46 again. My God, my brain. Yeah, so I told him, I said, we're all going grocery shopping and we are all going to package and separate this meat together. So I basically put Becca on chicken, and then me and John, I wrote all the bags out, which I was going to help do it, but with those two packaging, I barely could keep up with writing out the bags. So I wrote out the bags and kind of helped John put the stuff in the bags, and I closed all of John's bags. So by the time we got all that done, all put away, and I was smart, I split up the freezer. So I put so we got like 6 things of hamburger meat. So I put 3 in one freezer and 3 in the other freezer. So I told him, I said, we're going to eat out of the front freezer first, and then we'll move all the stuff from the back freezer up to the front freezer, and then we'll know, so we're not just eating hamburger day after day. I kind of mixed it up so when you put your hand in the freezer, you weren't just going to get the same thing every freaking day, because John just puts his hand in there. We'll have pork chops like 3 times in a row, and it's like, can you pick something else but pork chops? And it's always pork chops. It's in more than one day in a row. So after doing that, and then we all made dinner together. I did the corn on the cob, John grilled, and Becca made the macaroni and cheese. I set the table. We ate. I cleaned up the table because Well, no, they each took their own plate, and then I finished cleaning up the table. Then we did the dishes, and I'm like, oh my God, teamwork. Look how fast this went. Then I sat down, and I was able to do 400 stitches. So it was a great night. So on that note, I'm going to leave you here, and because I caught you all up on my weekend, and I'm going to go listen to my book because, oh my God, they released another Virgin River book. So, yeah, you know I'm all over that. So, yay! Gonna go read my book. Tonight's plans is right when I get home, do a floss tube, which will be super short because I've only worked on one project. I kept saying that I was going to try to work on my cottage. I couldn't put the peacock down. And oh my God, guys, the peacock is looking so amazing. Oh, and I decided, okay, so I'll stay for a second. These people aren't like looking out their window saying, hey, where are you? Why are you sitting in my front yard? So, yeah. I decided that I'm doing the border all in the, I forgot what it was called. It's I don't know. I don't know what it's called. It's specialty floss. Something dye works or something. See, this is why I can't have fancy things because I don't remember their names. Whatever it is, you guys know what it probably is. It's not gas, which I think that's Gentle Artworks thread is gas. I don't know what this one is. And of course, there's not a cute name to call it, I don't think. But anyways, I'm going to do the border in that, and then I'm going to use my peacock floss for the peacock. I think that's smart. I still need to, but at first I need to go on and see if I can buy more, because I'm going to buy 2 more. So I have 30 yards of it. I don't know. I'm going to see, but yeah. Okay, guys, I'm getting off of here because I think we're already like at a half an hour just on a Monday. But you got all weekend for the catch-up, so you know. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Hello, and welcome back. It is Wednesday. Oh my God, I couldn't remember. It's Wednesday. So, Monday night. I did stitching. I want to say I did 500, or it was 600. All on the peacock, right? No. I did 50 stitches on the peacock because I had to finish up 50 stitches for some problem. I can't remember which one it was, what class it was for. I don't remember. God, what was it for? I don't know. But I needed 50 stitches. So then, oh, it was for Miles for the Walking Dead, Stitching Dead group. That's the name of it, Stitching Dead, and it's a Walking Dead theme group. So like we have to, like right now, we've already walked to the police station. We already got the supplies from the police station. We're walking to Atlanta, and we ran out of food, so now we're in a supermarket stitching for, searching and stitching for water and food. So that's what we're doing right now. But I did it. I finally put down the peacock, and I picked up the April's Cottage, and I'm working on April's Cottage. I finished the house last night, which last night I didn't do a lot of stitching. It was like, I want to say 400 stitches. Okay, I guess I did do a lot. Well, the thing was, okay, so yesterday after work, I went back to the urgent care because I thought my wound was infected, which it wasn't. It's just that I used, Amazon was having a hard time last week and didn't bring me my supplies that I use, like the non-stick gauze pads and stuff like that. So I had to go to, while we were at the store at Kroger's, I got the Kroger brand non-stick pads, you know. I don't know what they're called. 4x4s, 3x3s, 3x4s. I don't know. They're just things you put on your wound so it doesn't stick to the wound when you wrap the ace bandage around it. And I put ointment so it doesn't get on the ace bandage. So it's like this protective pad that you put. Well, come to find out, I was allergic to whatever's in it. I bet you there was like wool or something. Some kind of, I'm allergic to the, oh, I never remember what it is. It starts with an L that comes from the lamb, from wool, Lianta or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. But I'm allergic to that, highly allergic. My mom would put me in lace things and I would just break out. And then she finally realized, oh, you're allergic to wool and lace. So yeah, we had this big wool blanket. She'd cover me up with it and then I would just be a polka dotted little girl. Yeah, that was always fun. And she would always forget. It's like, duh, I'm allergic to this. And one time she was like, oh, hand me that blanket. I'm like, I'm not touching that. And she's like, why? I'm like, I'm allergic to it. My God. Yeah, and I have to be careful with lotions too because some lotions have that in it. Yeah, it's a big mess. But anyways, so I'm thinking maybe it had that in it or something else because I'm allergic to something that's in Neosporin. So can't use that either. So yay, no yay. So when I get back out, I'll tell you what happened at the doctor's. Because we're at the shop for like 2 seconds here. I just had to drop off a package. Because I am actually done. Well, no, I have 2 more, but I'm like, there's nothing here left for me. So I'm like 2 down the road and I'm done. Yeah, crazy. Okay, I am back. So, what was happening? Warning, gross talk. My wound was like, my mom always called it weeping. My wound was weeping because she had so many wounds on her. It was crazy. She had, oh shoot, now I can't think of what it's called. Nope, it's not gonna come to me. She had leg problems where she would get sores. Man, that's gonna bug me too. At 2 o'clock in the morning, it's gonna come to me. Anyway, so she had to do compression, wraps and everything. It was ridiculous. She just had these massive wounds and they would weep. And so yesterday morning when I undressed it before I went to take a shower, because I take a shower every single morning, it just started weeping. And I mean, it was like dripping down my leg. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I bet you it's infected. And I just got it in my head that it was infected. So I went in there. He said it looks beautiful. Becca was there with me, and of course she's my nurse. She's the one who does it twice a day, changes it and all that. And I'm like, it's all because of her. She's my little nurse over there. And what I was concerned too is I was getting like this rash where the skin had healed. And I'm like, this can't be normal. Well, after he like really looked at it, he goes, you know what it is? You have a whole bunch of ingrown hairs because the hair is trying to break through the new skin now. I'm like, oh, that would make sense. So, yeah. So he told me to take an antihistamine for the itching, and of course it cost me another $70 to go there. So I said, okay, you know, this is really expensive for me to come here just for you to tell me it's okay. So what are the signs that I need to look for that it's infected, that I should come see you again? He's like, if it gets hard and it hurts. I was like, okay. And he said, and you know when you pop a zit, the pus, if it looks like that. He goes, clear, non-smelling liquid. And he called it something, but I can't think of what he called it. It's perfectly normal. But if it gets an odor and it's like cloudy yellow pussy, then definitely come in. And he said, and what I want you to do is when you walk in, tell him you need to have the doctor write you a prescription for an antibiotic. And he said you won't be charged the $70. The funny thing is, I know I just stuttered there. I saw his girlfriend the first time. He goes, yeah, it's just me and my girlfriend here. So if it's not me, it's my girlfriend. I was like, oh my God, she's the one who saw me the first time. I said, she's so wonderful. You're so lucky. And she's like, I know I am. She is very wonderful. She's very caring. She's like, yeah, so I know she won't charge you the $70 either just to write you a prescription. I mean, you've been here twice, same issue. So there's no reason to, you know, charge you that $70 because you just need an antibiotic. I was like, well, thank you. But yeah, he said it was looking great. It was healing. He said it was close to being a 3rd degree burn. So the purpleness is because of how deep and how much I just passed. I didn't even have it up. I passed my delivery. That's not smart, is it? I can't even do it. Okay, so hold on. No, my gosh, why am I? Okay. Yo, where am I going? So it was just nice to have it confirmed, and I go home, and I'm sorry, but I need to get like Claritin, or I need to see if. Oh no, I can't think of what it's called. Starts with an S. Sudafed. Sudafed? I think that's it. The ones that don't put you to sleep. Because the one I have at home puts me to sleep. I was out. That's why I didn't think I did a lot of stitching last night. But then I remember I woke up from my nap and like went crazy stitching on it. So, yeah, and he said that we've been doing it good. Just, he suggests, at first he's like, well, why don't you try now to sleep without it being bandaged? Ooh, that's glass. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's a good idea because I have a dog that I'm allergic to. And he's like, oh no, okay, no, forget it. He goes, no, keep it wrapped when you're sleeping. And I'm like, yeah, I'm allergic to my dog's hair. Well, it's my daughter's dog, but, you know, I'm still allergic to his hair. He's like, no, just make sure you keep it open for at least 2 hours a day. Which, that's easy. I can do that in my chair. Since Toby really doesn't come up at me. And if he does, the sheet is like, I have like the sheet domed. It's kind of weird, but I definitely don't want the dog hair getting into that. Oh my God, I would die. I would scratch my whole leg off. But I love the doggy, so I put up with the itchy.
Arriving at destination.
Oh, here we go. I found it. There's a guy riding my butt. Okay, we're back on the road. Yay. Yeah, so like I just keep saying, it's nice to know that I was doing everything right, because the purple was scaring me. He's like, no, that's normal. He said, you suffered. You, like, that grease, like, it damaged. He goes, you were close to being a 3rd degree burn. You were, like, right there on the edge of it being, is it 2nd or is it 3rd? So, I'm just glad it's healing good, and it looks so much better. And I think, I don't know, I think it's a mental thing too, but I know it's not. But after having it open for 2 hours, I'm like, oh my God, it looks so much better. Even when I went to go take it off, you know, it was just weird. And this morning it looked really good. He said, but it's not going to heal overnight. He goes, it's going to be a very slow process. I'm like, oh yeah, I see what 30 days did in the healing process. It like shrunk almost half the size. It's almost half the size it is from the first day. So, yeah. And now we're to the part where, this is the really damaged part, so it's going to take even longer to heal. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. I forgot to put in our next location.
In 1/4
So.
mile, turn right.
Yeah, but that's all that's been happening yesterday. Oh man, that nap felt so good. And Becca was streaming. Oh yeah, Becca got her mic yesterday. Oh my goodness, what a difference. Such a big difference. I can actually hear her now. She was playing Left 4 Dead 2 last night. And my favorite thing to do is to watch the kids play their video games, and then I fall asleep to it, and then I'm sleeping while they're doing their video games. But I'm not in that like deep sleep. I'm in that sleep where I still can hear them, but I'm sleeping. It's just weird, like in that little like daisy part. So, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up and I'm like, oh, she's still playing it, you know. But for a good like 10-15 minutes, I'm in that like zone where you're sleeping, but you're not sleeping, but you're sleeping because you're dreaming of the game, but your eyes are closed. It's weird. I just love that. Yeah, she streamed a long time last night. I'm like, okay. She changed games on me. I'm like, I'm just going to stitch and watch TV. Do you mind? And she's like, hell no. I'm like, okay, good. Because I want to be a supportive mommy, but you know what? To be stuck in there. Just like with lives. After an hour, 2 hours, I'm like, okay, are you ending soon? Because it was fun, but now it's just like feeling like a job that I have to be in here, you know? It's not fun after so long. I'm like, okay, time to end it. And then of course there's some lives I'm like, oh no, don't end yet. Oh my god, it can't have been 2 hours already, you know? This coffee live. Where I'm like, there's no way it was that long. Oh my gosh, it's already midnight. What are we doing? Which she hasn't, ooh, shit.
In 1/4 mile, turn left.
She hasn't gone to midnight in a long time. Go, dude. So, yay? No yay. Here I thought I only had 2 more, and then I looked in the back and I'm like, oh, you forgot to go to a funeral home. So I gotta go to a funeral home too. But they ordered it like an hour ago, so it's not like, okay, I hate doing this. Oh shit, sorry, semi-truck, I didn't know you wanted to do that. But, oh god, my back. I really hate that, and I hope that guy doesn't think that I cut in front of him. I don't think he does, because he was looking out his side mirror, you know, so I think he saw me get over and kind of look, because right when I started to pass him, then he put the blinker on, so, right? I don't know. He didn't honk his horn at me, so he's not mad. I'm just going to leave it at that. How's that sound? So tonight's plan, I'm hoping, but I'm not going to stress myself out, but I'm pretty sure I can finish April's cottage. And then I was thinking, I'm going to do, of course, the, the last page of So Many Books, So Little Time. And then I think I am going to get out the Harry Potter, because I'm watching Rachel Ray. I'm catching up on her floss tubes, which I'm far behind on hers too. I don't know why I let myself get so far behind on everyone. I don't understand it. Well, I do. I know why I'm so far, which I only have to catch up now on Pippa and Rachel. But everyone else I'm basically caught up, except for if they made a video since Sunday, except for Miss Coffee, because there's only been a couple of times that I've been behind on Miss Coffee, and I watch her every day or every other day. I'll do 2 if I missed one. Anyways, because I was reading so much, I read 30 books last month because of the reading challenge. It was a bingo. No, 25. Was it 25? I think it was 25 books. Yeah, that's a lot of books. So all I was doing last month was basically reading. But tonight I want to catch up on Chicago Fire, and then hopefully start Chicago PD. This week my goal is to catch up on all of the Chicagos. You know, the different franchises, PD, Fire, and Med. I really liked when they had the lawyer one too. That one didn't last, and I don't know why, but anyways. Oh, and I heard that they're bringing back Dexter. Oh my god, I saw the preview. Yes, please. I will order HBO again just to watch Dexter. Hell yes. But what I'll do is I'll wait till the end of the season so I can binge watch, because I like to binge watch. And then once I get Showtime, oh my god, I know there's so many other ones that I need to either watch or catch up on. Like Shameless. Which I'm thinking I can watch Shameless, though. I think I found that. I can watch that on Netflix. So that's good. But I think Showtime is the one with billions, or billionaires, or something like that. I can't think of what it's called. I think The Affair's on there. There's a lot of shows that I used to watch on Showtime. Why do I keep saying HBO? Shit, Weeds was on Showtime. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Get your head in the game, because it's right here.
Arriving at destination.
Now I kind of want to go on Showtime and see what other shows they have that I have to catch up on. I know there's a lot of shows I finished. So, okay, I'm going to let you go here because I'm just rambling now. My plans are to stitch and to do the cottage, and you'll find out tomorrow if I was successful or not. Yay. I almost forgot. It is, oh my god, it is Thursday. Thursday. Doesn't feel like a Thursday. It feels like a Wednesday because it was really slow this morning. I might start yawning. Oh, sorry guys, that just came out of the blue. Okay, so let me start over. Last night I got a text message that I had a 9 a.m. funeral. So that means I had to be at the shop. Well, I knew it was going to Fulman and Walsh, which was right down the street. So I knew I had to be in the shop by 8:30. So I got there, and for the whole day there were 10 orders. And I called John, I said, because when I was leaving, he was jumping in the shower. I'm like, why are you even leaving? Getting ready for work yet? He really doesn't even have to be to work for another 2 hours. He's like, well, I like to take a shower, and then I'm like, whatever. So I called him, and I'm like, you know what? You don't even need to come in. I said, there's 10 orders. So it's not worth it, I can handle 10 orders. So he's like, okay, well, I've already taken a shower just in case you need to call me in. I'm like, okay. And the funny thing is right there I want to say, well, hey, why don't you hang the fan over the, I don't know what it's called, the exhaust fan over the stove, because this kitchen has never had one. And my family cannot cook without tons of smoke happening. So, oh boy, we got an ambulance. So, I'm glad he doesn't have a siren on because I got a migraine. Oh, yeah, right when he gets next to me, he turns it on. At least it wasn't that loud one. So, gosh, my brain. Yeah, I hate when I have a headache. Yeah, whenever they would cook like bacon or hamburgers or, you know, anything that you cook on top of the stove, besides, you know, like spaghetti and stuff like that, it would always be so smoky and it would just, it choked me. So, I think it was, what? Okay, it has to be 2 months ago. 2 months ago, we went to Home Depot and bought a whole bunch of stuff that he wanted to fix around the house. Well, I didn't say anything. So it was about an hour after, so probably like 10:30-ish. He texts me, he goes, hey, how does breakfast sound for dinner? Or BLTs? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. And hey, why don't you install the fan? Usually he answers me back really fast. He didn't answer me back for 2 hours. But I had to stop at home real fast, and he was doing it. I'm like, oh, good boy. Oh, he just drives me up a wall. We spent so much money that day, and it's all just sitting in the Florida room waiting for him to do it. You know, so he's like, I think I'm just going to do it without the exhaust. This one you can have either way. I'm like, okay. And so we had to go in the Florida room when we were looking for something. I said, so you're going to take this stuff back? Oh, I don't know. First, we're going to try it with the exhaust. And if I don't like it, then I'm going to put the exhaust on. Okay, whatever. Well, I can tell you one thing. If it's going to be there more than a month, I will take it back. So that's a lot of money. So, yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I got some stitching done. Oh, stitching, yeah. Well, I quit one of my jobs. I quit one of my groups today. I'm not gonna go into it. It's just I felt like I was being shamed for liking Harry Potter, and I didn't appreciate it. So I was made to feel like a fool. And okay, so let me explain a little bit what happened was you're supposed to cast this spell to get train spikes. Well, it said cast the spell. Well, I know the spell I don't know it, but because I had to ask Becca, and then Becca spelt it for me. But I think it's Asio. I can never say the damn spells right. Broom. You know, that's how Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire got his broom. He commanded to get his broom. He did a spell. So I did that. Now I can see there's two parts in this one. There's where you show your stitching and say what you're going to do and everything. And then after you've completed your stitches, because each task has a number of stitches required, which has been 200 until you got to this freaking spell, and then it was 400. So after you get your spell, after you do that part, then you have to link it into this major group one. She's never ever commented on anyone's link before, and she put on my link, "This isn't Hogwarts, love," with a smiley face. It's like, that was rude. I could see, because then she said something else in my thread about Hogwarts, about this isn't Harry Potter or something. And she said, you know, there is a list of spells. And I wrote her back and said, I'm brand new to this. No, I didn't know there was a list of spells. So I didn't know where to look for spells. I knew one spell that commands things. And I used it, and I felt like I got slapped in the face for using it. Isn't that a beautiful door? That had to take some time. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, so I just felt like the situation wasn't handled. And when I said something about it, I feel really bad because they jumped. Okay, so how it works is you're on a team, and then there's 5 people to this team. And you have a leader, and then the leader is in a leader group chat. And so my leader, because I, voiced it in the group, the 5-person Facebook group, that I was heard about this. So my leader went and said something to the, I guess it's the admin group, I don't know. And they started, from my understanding, because this was her words, they started jumping on her. And it's like, dude. And the person who made the post, after they were aware that it, offended me, they came and apologized, but they did that half-ass apology where, oh, I'm sorry you were upset, but this is what we do. And it's like, no. Then I sent a picture. I said, no, you never comment on this thread. The thread that no one can see, I didn't mind. Well, they can see if they go search my name and search for the thread. But the public one, that whoever is waiting for their next step, what you do is you copy your link and you say ready for next step. She commented on that link where everyone can see it. And she's like, well, we delete those afterwards. Yeah, but a handful of people got to see it first. That you were basically being an ass to me. Ugh. But anyways, I left the group because I have I love, you guys know, I love magical stitches. Stitching Dead. I always want to say The Walking Dead. Stitching Dead. I love that group. Oh, and I love the group that, I love my team in that group. And then Stitch a Trail, I think is what it's called, but I call it the other trail. It's the oh my god, I never know how to say it. See, on my paperwork, I put OT for the Oregon Trail, that's it. See, if I just stop and think about it, and I had to think about it in my head. Okay, where am I going? Oh, I thought I got on the expressway. I don't need to get on the expressway. So I'll just be in 3 groups. That's fine. 3 groups is enough.
In 3/4 of a mile, exit right.
I mean, there's a couple of other groups that I want to try to join if they ever open up back to the public. But yeah. I did get, and I'm quite proud of myself because it's not even halfway through the month, right? Yeah, it's the 12th. So we're technically not even halfway through the month. And I already have the big monster stitched and the small monster stitched. And by this weekend, I'll have the medium monster stitched. So I'm super happy with that. I don't think I'm going to do the homework because, yeah, I'd rather just work on the cabins and the monsters, because the monsters help big time each month. And then I'm working on the yearlies, so, and then of course I'm reading the books too. So I do a lot in magical stitches. So if I don't feel like doing the homework, I don't have to beat myself up because I'm not concentrating on the homework. Every time I stitch, it goes to something in magical stitches. I can make it work somewhere, which is good. I like that. I have a canker sore on the tip of my tongue, so if I'm like talking funny, I'm sorry. It keeps, my tooth keeps hitting it, and then it feels weird. I don't know. say it. So I'm like, I keep trying to avoid it, but then I sound like I'm talking funny. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, but I got I want to say it was either 300 or 400 stitches done last night. The only thing about coming home and taking one of those pills, I take a nap, so I'm not stitching as much as I can, but I really feel like it's helping with the itching and everything, but it knocks me out. And I don't like the side effect. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see all that dust. I don't like that that's probably why I have a canker sore too. One of the side effects is a dry mouth, and I have cotton mouth. It's like, blah, blah. Like, get the ball of cotton out of my mouth. And I keep drinking water, and it's like, it doesn't feel like it's helping whatsoever. But what are you going to do?
Turn right, then around destination.
Yeah, so my plans today is tonight. Oh yeah, what I'm stitching on. I forgot to tell you that. Ooh, sorry. I hate when those plastic bottles pop like that. Drinking this new water. Well, it's new to me. Perel, I think it's Propel. I don't know. It's Propel, and it's watermelon. Oh my goodness, I am like addicted. They're a little expensive too, but you know what? I don't care. It's my water. I'm getting my water. So, I was just opening a new one. Because like I said, I'm very thirsty. Oh my gosh, I'm here at my last one, and it looks like they're home. I'm so excited. Okay, I'll come back out and then tell you what's going on. Now we're recording. I hit the button, but then I thought I must have double tapped it. I don't know. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't recording. I got the hiccups just to warn ya. Yep. They're the hard hiccups too. But I'm almost to the house, and I want to tell you what, okay. Is this useless? Okay. So I'm working on the April cottage, and all I have left is to finish off the bunnies. I think they're holding eggs and put their eyes in, because I don't have their eyes in yet. And then I have to do the 2 Easter baskets, which they had on this brown that I didn't like. It was almost the same color of the tree, so I felt like it was gonna because they're standing next to the tree, I felt like it was gonna like not stand out is the word I'm looking for. So I told Becca, I said, hey Becca, why don't you go in the back room and get 2 flosses. I said, you know how at Easter I used to give you guys your own basket, you know, and they were always a different color. I said, so will you go pick out 2 colors of Easter baskets? Because I showed her, you know. She came back. I love her. She's so sweet. She's like, of course, Jonathan has to have pink. I know. My son is weird. He loves the color pink. He loves all the shades of pink. But we love him. He has headphones that are pink. I mean, we always tease him. And if you ask him what's his favorite color, and he's like, pink, of course. I'm like, yes, I forget. I forget that you love pink. Before it was red and black, because he was that was the school colors, and he just loved everything had to be red and black, because that was his high school colors. Whatever. Yeah, and then she picked like this minty green. She said, I think this would complement your pattern. And I was like, aw, thank you. She goes, I wouldn't be mad to get this color basket anyway. So I thought that was really cute. So I had to do the baskets, and I think there's a couple like eggs in each basket. And then I have to do April, stitch out April, and this cottage will be done, and I'll be so excited. And I'm thinking if Becca gets it on Pattern Keeper for me, because I am not stitching it unless she can get it on Pattern Keeper, I'm going to start one of her patterns. But she's better at getting them on Pattern Keeper than me. I just can't do it. My gut's telling me to turn here, so we're going to turn here. So yeah, that's my stitchy plans. And then if she doesn't have it ready on Pattern Keeper for me, then I'm going to start my what is it called? Empire State Workers by Stitching Jules. I found it on her Etsy. Yeah, so I really want to start that. And now Jules is actually stitching it, and I'm like, it just keeps wanting me to start it. Oh my God, words! I'm telling you, I don't know what's my problem today. I can't get words to work. Yeah, I think she's on like the 4th person, and it looks so good. And I've always loved that picture, so right when she showed it, I bought it. That and I think it's called the Haunted Mansion. That's if I can stay awake tonight. Oh my gosh. I really need to. I feel like I need to take a nap. Not a long nap, just like an hour's nap. Take one of those pills because my leg is itching like crazy. And I didn't sleep good last night either, so. I never sleep good when I have by 9 a.m. because I'm scared that my alarm won't wake me up. So, yeah, that's always fun. Okay, so those are my plans, and if you guys don't know by now, this is my street. We'll be pulling up in a second. Maybe Toby will bark at us in the window. You know, he loves to do that. Oh, you won't be able to see him because of John's car. He finally did put the for sale sign, so that's good. Okay, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last clip, so tomorrow starts the weekend, which I'm hoping that Johnny will say, hey, since you gave me today off, I'll give you tomorrow off. But I'm not holding my breath on that one at all. So I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Hello, hello, hello. Last clip of the week. Yay. So I am so close of finishing April's cottage. I have AP. All I need is RIL and I'm done. But I was really hesitant about putting the Easter basket on there with the chick. I knew I was going to put the bunny on there, but I wasn't sure about the Easter basket. Oh my gosh, it looks so freaking cute. The chick looks cute. I'm happy I decided to put it on. But yeah, she's almost finished. I'm so happy with it. It turned out beautiful. So, you will all see it in Stitchy Time Monday. Who knows, maybe I'll post it on Instagram too. Oh yeah, I am going to post it on Instagram. It's going to be under day. I'm a little behind on the Get to Know Your Cross Stitcher, I think it is. I don't remember what it is, the title of the thing. But because I wanted to put this one on, I didn't do day 10, so that's why I'm behind. But yeah, I put in over 500 stitches last night. I was very proud of myself. And then I don't know if I want to start a new project or go back to Peacock. No. What I want to do is, if I don't start a new project, then I'm going to pick up So Many Books, So Little Time. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. I'll pick I'll try to have a page finished and a project finished for tonight. Because tonight's when I stay up late to cross stitch. Because I watch Miss Coffee's live. Oh, don't know why I'm yawning. I kind of slept good. Oh gosh, my back is killing me though. So yeah, don't have any plans this weekend except for stitching and doing the normal cleaning the house. But stitching. That's my plans. Don't have to go grocery shopping, that's for sure. Did that all last weekend. Oh, I cannot wait for them to get done with this. It feels like they're getting close. Oh yeah, I have to remember to take the back way in. John says I can't go through the front today. They're laying the pipes in front of the sewer. Well, sewer pipes. They're still pipes, right? So they have our parking lot not our parking lot, our driveway all dug up. So, gotta remember to turn right here once I get to the light. If I don't, then I have to go. Oh, wait, there is no other way. Okay. So we turn here. Whee! Okay, I guess I'm gonna let you go here. Maybe I can get this up early. Of course, I'm gonna be trying to do it where I have no Wi-Fi and just going through cellular. That doesn't seem like it's the right word, but I know it is. I still have that stupid canker sore on the tip of my tongue too. Oh, it hurts to talk. But yeah, and hopefully I can be home. Hopefully now I walk in and my stuff is done and I can just go deliver it and be done. But I'm not holding my breath on that one, that's for sure. Okay guys, I'm rambling. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and I will see you next week. Bye guys.